Good morning students, this is Sheba. Now we are going to discuss about the electronic devices unit 3 field effect transistors. In our previous sessions we have discussed about this field effect transistor, its working, its operational characteristics, types of FET such as JFET and MOSFET, JFET and its characteristics, drain transfer characteristics, pinch off voltage, characteristic parameters of JFET. And now we are going to discuss about another category of FET, that is MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor FET, which you can clearly see in this diagram. Metal oxide semiconductor, yes, silicon is the major semiconductor used here, and this is the diagrammatic representation of MOSFET. You can see the three terminals, that is gate, source, drain, in which semiconductor is oxidized between the materials, and this layer is sandwiched based on the oxide which we are using. The metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, that is MOSFET, also known as metal oxide silicon transistor, is a type of insulated gate field effect transistor that is fabricated by the controlled oxidation of a semiconductor. Typically silicon is the major device used here, and so silicon is the only material majorly used for this semiconductor fabrication. There are two types of MOSFETs available, that is D MOSFET, depletion type MOSFET, and E MOSFET, enhancement type MOSFET. So depletion type MOSFET is nothing but the drain and source connected to the N-dope region. These N-dope region are connected via an N channel. This N channel is connected to the gate via a thin insulating layer of SiO2. The N-doped material lies on a P-doped substrate that may have an additional terminal connection called substrate SS. So dielectric insulator is used, and this is the N-channel depletion type MOSFET. Another enhancement MOSFET, that is, it is the P-channel MOSFET. Its construction is nothing but it's the reverse of N-channel D MOSFET. As you can see its schematic symbol very clearly, the substrate is just the reverse of N-channel D MOSFET. And silicon dioxide, talking about the insulator part, silicon is the major material used for fabrication. So insulator refers to a dielectric. It sets up opposing electric field with the dielectric when exposed to an externally applied field. The fact that SiO2 layer is an insulating layer means that there is no direct electrical connection between the gate terminal and the channel of a MOSFET. It is the insulating layer of SiO2 in the MOSFET construction that accounts for the very desirable high input impedance of the device. What is the purpose of going to this MOSFET and why MOSFET is needed? Yes, talking about the metal, for the drain, source and gate connection for the proper surface, in particular the gate terminal and the control to be offered by the surface area of contact is provided by this MOSFET. Oxide, for the silicon dioxide insulating layer we are using oxides. Semiconductor, for the basic structure on which N-type and P-type region are diffused. MOSFET is therefore said to be insulated gate FET, IG FET. Yes, insulated gate FET. It is the protection gate FET. It is the proper surface used for proper gate connection, and so the conductivity is very good in MOSFET. Moving to the MOSFET threshold voltage. At certain gate bias, the conductivity under the gate inverts the barrier between the source and the drain, which disappears, and this is said to be the threshold voltage. Electrons can enter the region under the gate to form a conducting N channel. At the gate voltage above the threshold, the gate and the channel form a metal insulator semiconductor capacitor. As you can see in this diagram clearly, Vg1 is less than Vg2 is less than Vg3. That is gate voltage. The threshold voltage is the voltage applied between the gate and source of a MOSFET that is needed to turn the device on for linear and saturation regions of operation. The MOSFET, that is a VGS threshold or gate threshold voltage, is the voltage between the gate and source that is needed to turn on the MOSFET. In other words, if VGS is at least as high as the threshold voltage, the MOSFET turns on. Yes, it is the minimum voltage that is needed for the MOSFET to turn on. That is said to be threshold voltage. Another major concept of this MOSFET, that is channel length modulation. You can see in this diagram, the length of the channel is modulated according to the voltage current we need to process. Yes, source and drain length here you can see is modulated L, L dash and del L, which is clearly depicted in this diagram, that is source and drain length is modulated. VGS is high enough to induce a channel, and VGD, VGS is the gate to source voltage, VGD is the gate to drain voltage, is not high enough to induce a channel. And so this channel length modulation, as you can see here, L minus del L, and L is the total length of the channel, is channel length modulation. CLM is an effect in field effect transistor, a shortening of the length of the inverted channel region with increase in drain bias. The resistance of the channel is proportional to its width to length ratio. Reducing the length leads to decreased resistance and hence higher current flow. Thus, the channel length modulation means that the saturation region drain current will increase slightly as the drain to source voltage increases, which is clearly depicted by the physical structure of the MOSFET, in which gate drain source is implemented, and here N plus indicates the fabrication of N semiconductors corresponding to source and drain, and P is the gate. Gate portion is elongated, that is from L it is elongated to del L. So L minus del L gives the length modulated. So by using this we can increase the conductivity. As you can see, before this channel length modulation, the value is depicted in the blue color, and after this modulation here it is given by the dotted lines, yellow dotted lines, that is at VGS is equal to 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt and 6 volt. It is modified. You can see this graph is drawn ID versus VDS at VGS is equal to certain constant voltage. So this is about the MOSFET, basic operation, working principle of MOSFET, and classifications such as D and E MOSFET, its parameters, that is threshold voltage and channel length modulation. Moving to the important questions, part A, 2 marks. Sketch the graph symbol for N channel and P channel MOSFET. Yes, you have to draw the basic MOSFET diagram, and you have also to draw the N channel and P channel separate MOSFET symbol as well as the circuit diagram also. So whatever if they are asking, they may ask the symbol, or else they may also ask the for it. Second one, define threshold voltage, and yes, you have to write what is mean by this threshold voltage mean, and what is the purpose of this threshold voltage. Yes, threshold voltage major purpose is to turn on the device, and so you have to say that is by using the threshold voltage only our device can turn on. Mention the operating modes of MOSFET. Yes, it is operated in various modes, and you can write what are all the operating modes, that is when MOSFET is start to work. When MOSFET is start to work means initially it is at the 0 volt. So what are all the modes it takes when working? It takes two major modes, that is enhancement or depletion mode. So you can say it also operates in enhancement depletion mode. And moving to the another question, define channel length modulation. Yes, the length of the channel can be modulated according to the application we need. Part B and C corresponds to the questions like explain the construction, operation and characteristics of N-channel depletion type MOSFET. and with the help of suitable diagram explain the working of different types of MOSFET. Yes, you have to write the operation principles of N channel as well as you have to prepare for P channel MOSFET, and you can draw the working principle of different types, that is depletion and enhancement MOSFET. Discuss your understanding on MOSFET, detailing the types, construction and characteristics. Yes, you have to write the working principle, its characteristics curves and also its types in detail. Moving to the important links for reference, here I have given the website links for reference as well as the book reference which I have suggested. Book Electronic Devices, UA Bakshi, AP Godse. The chapter 3 page number 15 to 18 corresponds to the topic of discussion. Moving to the application part, yes, this MOSFET is applied in many real-time applications like switching and amplifying devices. It is used in inverter, digital circuits and high-frequency amplifiers. Of course, FET, one major application is switch and amplifiers. Amplifier circuit is used in many communication systems as we have discussed earlier. This amplifier is used to modulate the signal and according to the application distance of the receiver and according to the wavelength or the strength of the signal. So for modifying this purpose and all, this MOSFET is implemented, and so switching and amplifying are the major applications of this MOSFET in real time. This is about the topic which we have discussed now. If you have any doubts in this, you can ask me and get the details. Thank you.